All right, everybody, welcome back to the No Cover TV podcast. Got a great show in the house. Next to me, Carla is in the house. Carla Bonnell, how you doing?
Good, good.
I'm glad that you're coming on the show, and we're going to have a good time, okay?
You bet.
All right, I'm going to talk to these people out here for a second. I want to thank everybody in podcast land for checking out the No Cover TV, the past shows, check out the future shows, and especially today's show. Support the artists, the local and national music scene. We need it. They all need your support. And of course, my three favorite words you all know: support, support, support. Support these artists. Go to the show, pay a cover charge if there is one. Get to the swag table, CDs, albums, t-shirts, hoodies, keychains, bumper stickers. They have it all. Then get to the stage, enjoy the show. And then after the show, make sure you go up to the artists and say hey to them and thank you, and maybe get an autograph, because you just never know what's going to happen with these artists. And then also, the artists love doing what they're doing to put a smile on your face, and in return, you're putting a smile on their face, which is a great thing. So let's get to the show today. Carla's in the house. We're going to have a good time today. Carla, thank you for coming on No Cover TV.
Absolutely my pleasure. I'm glad to be here.
Let's introduce our guest right next to you.
This is my partner, Rick Bartlett. And
Rick.
He's part of our band Engage, a big part.
All right. Good deal. How you doing? Good, Rick, how you doing, brother?
Good. Good to see
Good,
you.
my friend. You too, man. Well, everybody on the podcast land, we can see they got their guitars connected to them. So, yeah, we're going to have some live performances today, but we're not going to do that right yet. I got to bring you in a little bit, people, okay? So, we got to reel them in a little bit, Carla. So let's talk a little bit. We've got time here. Now, you've been playing music for quite some time.
Yes, I started guitar when I was 14, and prior to that, I was doing keyboards or classical piano, as they call it. When I was like 7 or 8, I started with that. Now, and I'm not telling you how old I am, so.
Probably younger than me. But when you were young, was your family into music or musically inclined, or did they just put you into that and you wanted to do that?
Well, I think they wanted me to do it. There was members in both sides of my family. Like my great-grandmother was the organist for the church, and so they wanted me to play piano. And then when I was hooked up with my dad's side of the family when I was about 14, I was like, well, piano's too hard to carry around, so I better learn how to play guitar.
That's great. So did you self-teach yourself, or did you have any lessons on the guitar?
Yeah, I self-taught. And then, of course, watching other guys in the community that played, and they would show me a lick here and there, and then I would practice that and try to, incorporate it into just my strumming that I was doing at the time.
Okay, cool. So now when you graduated high school, pursued careers, did you always play music on the side throughout those years, or what?
I did, and I didn't plan to. It was kind of interesting because I really didn't plan to, because everybody was discouraging me that I shouldn't do it because it's a heartbreaking career and you don't really get anywhere. But they kept asking me, come play somewhere. So I just kind of said, well, I may as well just do it full time. When I was about, I don't know, I'd say about 2013, I just said, well, I'm getting asked to do this stuff. I may as well go out and do what I want to do with it anyway, now that the kids are all grown up. And
that's right. Exactly. Well, let's just call it technical difficulty. Can't hear you. So we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. We gotta love live TV. This is great stuff. You never know what's going to happen. Carla, can you hear me? We're going to figure this out. With Carla. We'll be right back with Rick, and we'll see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, she's working on it. You see she's working on it. Carla, can you hear me? Can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh. No. This is fun, people. Live on YouTube. Oh, and and she's gone. She's gonna come back in, everybody. Hey, it's just me. How you doing out there? So I'm hanging in there, Paris. It's good to see you for my friend. This is what happens when you go live. You just never know the tech issues. What's going to go on? You should. And we'll see what happens. And I don't know. Let me check my end. My end is good here. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Oh, I might have to end this. Yeah, exactly. So, Paris, you want to do an interview right now? Oh, this is great. So let's see what's going on here. And hopefully they come back. And we'll fix this. We'll look at some things here. Here comes Carla. So let's see. And here we go. Let's try it again.
All right. So sorry about that.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
What? You gotta love it live. This reminds me of the TV days. Oh yeah, we don't edit. This is great. So everybody that comes back, this is Carl and Rick. They're joining us, and we're talking about music. So technical difficulties, it happens. Oh yeah, of course, it happened to all of us, the greatest. So anyways, so 2012 or 13, you said you started performing. Okay, now pretty much acoustic stuff, solo.
Yeah, I started out acoustically mostly, and then when I ran into Rick, when I moved back to New Brunswick, because originally I'm from this area.
Okay.
And I was out in Ontario for quite a few years. So I was doing solo mostly out there. I played with a band here and there, just cover music.
Okay.
And I still wanted to keep going with singer-songwriter stuff. And then when I came down here, Rick and I got a chance to meet up and play a couple of gigs together and got talking about original music. And both of us got hooked, and here we are, still here.
Still here. All right. Rick, you've been quiet. Let's talk to Rick for a second. Yes. Hey, brother.
Well, George Harrison, I'm the quiet one.
You're the quiet one. The quiet one scared me, okay? Now, we got to talk a little bit here. So, all right, Rick, you obviously have been doing this a while, playing guitar and stuff, haven't you?
Yes, yeah. Started back when I was 8 years old.
8 years old. Oh, boy. We all started early, boy. So, I want to ask Rick this before I ask you, Carl. How were the 80s, playing in the 80s?
It started getting a little rough in the 80s. That's when it started seemed to go downhill because they had the disco and the DJs all started coming into the bars. So it hurt a little bit back in the day.
Yeah. But it was still good music and crazy days. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. At least the music was still pretty good for the most part.
Well, for the most part, exactly. I'm not going to mention names. I'm not getting in trouble here. Oh, shoot. So you Carla and Rick, you play a little bit of everything. I'm hearing, country, rock, folk kind of mixed into one.
Yes.
Which is cool. It's your own style, your own, way. And I dig it. Really dig it. Mm-hmm. So now, Carla, by yourself, before you met Rick, did you put out any singles or CDs or anything? Albums?
Yeah, I had one done where I covered, actually, I had some songs pitched to me when I went to Nashville. And some of the artists on there the songwriters was Sam Mullins. And I had a guy, Ted, over here in the Miramichi. And it was mostly inspirational. And then when I came home, because I did have a lot of songs that I had written, I decided to go east this time, and I went down to J.P. Cormier in Nova Scotia, and I put an album together with him of all my own songs the following year.
Okay. So now, Engage, that's a newer band that you put together a few years ago?
Yes.
Okay. Now, who's the band leader? Rick knows where to point the finger without getting smacked.
No.
That's great.
We call it her band. So
her band. Okay, there we go.
Apparently, I am that ringleader.
There you go.
That way,
so now
everything goes wrong, we can blame her.
That's great. Now, are you performing more solo gigs or more gigs with the band?
More gigs with the band. And when the band can't go, if it's like a small venue or whatnot, too far away, Rick and I usually will go, and we call ourselves Energize, the away team.
The away
Our
team.
whole gist of this is TNG from Star Trek: The Next Generation. So when we're away from the band, we're Energize, the away team.
Energize. I like that. Good. So, about how many shows a month you doing?
It depends on the month, but we've been very fortunate that it picked up, and usually when we don't book, there's a call come in, which is great. So
yeah,
it's around, I would say, combined between the band and ourselves for what we do. I'd say probably 3 to 4 times a month.
Yeah.
Nice. Now,
it might be more, but that's what we're averaging.
That's the average, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, are you playing smaller venues, or are you doing some festivals or anything like that?
We do both.
Yeah.
So this year we did a smaller festival, which was so much fun. It's a little place here in New Brunswick called Stage in the Woods, run by Rob and Julia Cummins.
Okay, nice.
And it's literally a stage made out of logs in the woods.
We have a lot of that in Michigan. I'm up in Michigan here, so we have a lot of woods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yes, you never know what you're going to stumble around in these woods up here. Yeah. So I want to ask you, whether you're playing the smaller venue, do you like the people at a smaller venue where they're more on top of you, or do you like doing festivals where there's a bunch of people 20 feet out front of you, a bigger stage, and people are walking by, checking you out and stuff? Do you like that? But what was one do you like the best, or are they both kind of the same?
I'll speak first what my preference is, and then I'll let Rick tell his preference. Doesn't matter to me. I love playing for people. So if there's one person there, I will play just as hard and give them the performance of a lifetime as if it's, I don't know, 5,000 people. I never played in front of 5,000 yet. I think the most was around 1,000 that I've ever had the benefit. But Rick's had a lot more experience and a lot more people, so he can fill you in on his preference.
With the band thing, but I'm the same. I have no preferences. Like Carla says, as long as there's one person out there paying attention and they're getting something or watching, I'm good. It's like I'd rather have one person out there watching than 200 people not paying attention.
Exactly. Yeah, and whether it's one person or 5,000, you still got to put on a show and be an entertainer.
Absolutely, yeah. It's all about being professional and putting your best foot forward. As long as you got somebody out there that's paying attention.
I like telling you a story if that's okay with you.
What's that?
We just had situation happen here a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
We were one of the venues here in the Fredericton and surrounding area decided they were going to try something for Canada Day in the afternoon, or in the evening on a Sunday night, which typically is not been done around here. So we said, yeah, we would play it. And so we were playing it, and only 2 people showed up. And the 2 people that showed up said to us, we had the full band, it was all shiny and glittery. And they said, you guys don't have to stay and play, just for us. And I said, did you pay to get in? They said, yeah. I said, then we're playing all night for you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They pay, you play. That's exactly right. They got the best show ever, I'm sure, didn't they?
It was very personal, yes.
Yeah,
very personal.
On our game pretty good that night, too.
That's great.
Ironically.
I love it, man. All right, before we get any farther, Carla, tell us all the platforms, your music and bio, and where they can find you out there.
Okay, so Engage, if you're looking for Engage, it's a little trickier because there's a lot of other names out there with Engage. So we'll probably be changing it to Engage 2.0. So to find that album's music, you pretty much have to put in on any of the platforms because it's everywhere. You'd have to put in Engage and then the title of the album, The Time Has Come. You'll find that album that way. And myself, I'm still under Carla Bonnell on all streaming platforms. Rick's release, he had done an album, I think 2014, yours was
2015.
2015. He did an album with Billy Sherwood from the band Yes. And he mastered it and played some drums and some bass on it. We just got that up. So he's available under Rick Bartlett too. You can find him on Spotify and all the other platforms.
Awesome. Amazing. That's great. Now, you mentioned it. The Time Has Come. That's a new release, right?
Yes, that was released in 2023.
2023. Getting good response. I like
Yes,
this.
we were blessed. We were really blown away. I think one of our at our peak, our streams were how much?
116,000.
116,000.
That's overall.
Excellent.
That's overall. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Bravo.
So we were really
Bravo.
pleased with that.
That is amazing. And I was looking at your page and stuff, and you got quite a few fans that love you and love what you're doing. That's
Yeah,
great.
they're great. Our fans are great. And we love each and every one of them and appreciate them.
That's great. Now, I want to ask about studio. What studio you use to, do your music? And didn't I read that the Carla's Kitchen might be one of the studios?
You're looking at it. this here
bathroom, kitchen.
This here, along with my laptop computer.
You gotta go focus right, don't you? Is that the focus right?
Yep, focus right.
Yeah, I got one of those too. Great little box. Great little box.
It is. And I'm not a mixer or a master. So we do have a guy that does that for us. I've worked with him for years. We love him. He's amazing. His name's Jim Zolis, and it's Zolis Audio out of the Toronto area of Canada.
Ah, nice. Sweet. Now, in Engage, who's doing all the writing? Is it you, Carla, or are you everybody kind of conglomerating here together to write music?
Well, our new band, it just seems to be me and Rick that's doing the writing at the moment. The other guys that don't seem to have an interest in it yet. That doesn't mean that they won't once they get comfortable with the idea, because I don't think they've really had the opportunity to do it. So Rick and I mostly do all the writing, and on this album, the new one that's coming up, we're doing a lot of co-writing, which is really fun because neither one of us really had a chance to do that before.
Oh, that's amazing. That's great. Okay.
One little twist to one of the songs on the newest album is I wrote the music, but Carla wrote the lyrics and the vocal melody. But then I took the vocal melody and I'm singing it as well. She's singing some too, but I took her vocals and her vocal melody and I'm singing it over top of my music, which has a neat little thing. Because of course, if I had written the lyrics to it or written the vocal melody, it would have sounded completely different. So I actually got to write the vocals and melody, so I could have that little different dynamic. So that we're quite pleased with that.
Well, cool. You do it your way and stuff, and it sounds great. I listened to quite a few of the songs.
Thanks.
It's hard to pick my favorite one, but we'll talk about a couple of them in a minute. Actually, we'll get a song out of you. That's the best part about it. Oh, yes. How about we do one now, and we'll do one later on? Can we do that?
That sounds good.
All right. Now, what's going to be this first song?
Do you want to do guitar strings first?
Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Sure.
All right. Or do you want to do one off the old album? Let's do Raven's song.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, he loves this song too.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Carla,
I hope you can hear me well enough vocally, because
I can.
Try not to play too loud. It's called Raven's Song. Weeping willow lies down by the river, as if to say, can't love anymore along the shore. As it weeps, I can hear the raven in its haven singing the old familiar traditional song. Long stem rose, laces for dying, as if to say, love is coming your way any day. Yeah. As it lays there, I can hear the raven in its haven singing no familiar traditional song. You are my sunshine. Whoa, whoa. You are my sunshine. You are my sunshine. Whoa, whoa. You are my sunshine. Winter's long and the cold wind blows. Safe to say you'll never find an escape. But as it blows, I can hear the raven in its haven singing no familiar traditional song. You are my sunshine. Whoa, whoa. You are my sunshine. You are my sunshine. Whoa, whoa. You are my sunshine.
Bravo, bravo, great. I like that a lot. That was great. Sounded awesome. Thank you so much. I know everybody out there is enjoying it too. So that was wonderful, guys. Thank you. We'll get another one before we end the show. Is that good?
Sure.
All right, good deal. So now you guys are doing this pretty much full time, right? Music?
Yes.
That's beautiful that you can make it full-time career. That is. Yes. And I got something in my hand here, and this might look familiar to you. Let's see.
Yes, ISSA.
That's right. Bravo. You're a finalist, aren't you?
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Thank
Are you
you.
going to the award show?
I tried to figure out a way to get to the US, but as you know, I'm in Canada, and it's just it probably could have worked out if they had dropped everything they're dropping now, but you need time to get down there. So I had my passport, getting ready for my passport, and then things went sideways, and I said I can't get down there because I think it's about a 24-hour drive straight from where I'm at.
That's quite a ways. It is
Yeah.
quite a ways. I don't think I'll be there either. I would love to be, but I'm just too busy. Too busy.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
It is. Maybe next year, but I hope you win the award.
Oh, me too. Thank you. I hope you win yours too.
Yeah, I do too. I really do. Okay, now this is great. Now I got some fun questions I want to ask you. Okay, and then for each of you, because I know I'm going to get two different answers here.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Then you get two choices each: a person that's alive, a person that's passed away. Who of you two really wanted to step on stage with and perform with? Somebody you've always dreamed of.
Okay, I'll go first because I'll give you a minute to think, but I think you know yours too. Person that's passed away.
Yeah.
I would say that would have to be Stompin' Tom Connors for me.
Really?
Yes. I adored him. I couldn't figure out how anybody could put all those very simple lyrics together and make such a compelling story. So I was hooked at a young age. And the one that's alive, still alive today, that I would love to be on stage is Steve Earle.
Hey, there you go. Those are two choices I haven't heard yet, and that's great you brought them up. Oh,
I'm different.
All right, Rick, it's on you, brother.
Well, for me, who's passed away would be John Lennon. That's kind of hands down for me. And still with us would be Steve Howe, who is the guitar player for Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, huge
awesome.
influence for me.
Okay, cool, man. That's great. I like those answers right there. You never know. You might join them someday. You don't know.
Well, Carla made me watch Stompin' Tom Connor's concert on YouTube for a couple of hours back there a while ago. But I love Stompin' Tom too. And we got to see Steve Earle last week here, so that was really cool. Also.
That is cool. That is cool. All right, let's go to another question here. Think about around the world we're going to go. What 2 stages around the world would you like to perform on that you haven't?
Oh, that's a hard one.
That's a good one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm not very familiar with world stages, but I think everybody that's ever done it would say Carnegie Hall for one.
I was thinking Carnegie Hall, yeah.
That's a beautiful place.
Because the acoustics.
The
acoustics and everything are so good.
That's what I've heard, yeah. And I think my second choice, and I don't know the name of any stages, but I would love to play anywhere in Dallas.
Oh, really?
Dallas or Austin, anywhere like that.
That's cool.
Texas for sure.
Texas for sure. Okay. Well, anywhere in Texas, we got to get you down there.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, now.
I'd love to sing the national anthem at the beginning of a hockey game, but haven't got no takers yet. I'd have to learn the U.S. one, though. I know the Canadian national anthem. I can hum the tune to the U.S. national anthem.
I think they'll boo you out if you do the Canadian anthem over here. You might want to run, actually. That's funny. Okay, on to our next question. Now, this one I really like to hear the answer to. Okay, you each get to answer this one. When you're on stage, both of you, when the show is ready to start, you get on stage, you strap on your guitars, you get up to the microphones, the crowd's out there, you hit that first chord. You start playing your music. The crowd starts moving towards you. Maybe they're moving a little bit, maybe they're swaying, maybe they might be even dancing, whoever knows. But maybe you see them singing your songs back to you. Now, when you see that, it's got to come back and hit you in the heart. How does it make you feel?
It's happened a couple of times. And it's small venue. Remember when they were singing along?
Very moving.
It touches you.
Yeah,
it touches you in a deep, deep way.
It'll choke you right up.
Yeah. And the energy from it, to know that that's your creation and it's resonating so much with the people that are listening to you, singing it back to you. It's like, wow. I did that.
Yeah, that's amazing. It always stays with you no matter how many times you see that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's a great feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. I love those answers. Now, this one right here, I want to say this question here might apply more to Rick than you, Carla, but you both need, I want an answer from both of you. Think back, I don't care how far back you go, any embarrassing moments on stage? Come on, Rick. I know that happened. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm a guitar player. I know. I want to hear this.
Well, one that always sticks out in my memory is we were playing just a small venue many years ago. It's a different band. And after I'd gone to the bathroom before I come back on stage, I had broken the zipper of my pants. So I was a little bit out of shape. I was thinking, well, I can't go up there with, a broken zipper. Like playing with another lady at the time was the front person. And so she found me a couple of pins. She said, well, first she said, oh, don't worry about it. I said, no, not going on stage that way. So she found me a couple of safety pins. But once I got on stage and got my guitar on, I realized the guitar covers it up anyway. So I was just being a little bit of a prima donna at the time. So.
That's beautiful. I like that a lot.
I'm still embarrassed about that story.
Double check your fly next time, right?
You got a big guitar, so that works out well.
I'm not going there. You can't make me go there. Big guitar. Well, I got a big guitar too. Whoa! So we're losing the show, folks. We're just lost the show, I think. All right, Carla. What's your embarrassing moment, Carla?
Well, it wasn't on stage till afterwards. Rick and I we became a couple about almost a year and a half.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this one.
Oh yeah, because I had done great for years. Great. So Rick and I were playing more of a posh event. It was an awards ceremony. And we'd only slept about an hour because we like to stay up and we were talking all the time, but we were now a fresh couple, like a new couple.
Right.
So apparently, in my being so tired and all, I announced to the crowd we were sleeping together. But all I said was, we're really tired because we were up all night. So he said to me afterwards, and I never thought about it. Then he said, Carla, do you realize you just announced to the crowd we were sleeping together? I said, what?
Oh, brother.
Yes,
Oh, boy.
I just dropped my head.
Oh, yeah. Turn around on that one, Rick. Yeah. Whoa. Walk off stage slowly. Ooh.
Yeah. I said, I'll be watching from now on. I got 2 other guys in the band, too, and they like to get me. So.
Oh, that's great. I love those answers. Oh my gosh, Rick, you put the mental image in my head. I can't get rid of it. Damn. Oh, this is great. All right. One other question really I would like to know before we get to the next song. Memorable moments you might remember. One that might stand out, a show you did.
On a show. You go first.
Probably the way back in the late 70s, I played with band. We played at around here. They call it Atlantic Folk Festival, and it was like 9 to 10,000 people, which is still the biggest crowd I've played on. And it was it's quite a feeling to get up on that stage. Being confident because we had everything worked out well, and staying on stage, looking out and seeing all those heads looking at you was very memorable for me. It's still a fond memory I have.
Great, Carla. How about you?
Oh, I've got a few. But I think the one it was recently, the one that really sticks out was the last time we played at the stage in the woods, and the warmth from the people.
Yeah.
And they were standing on the edge of, like, right up to the stage, and they were singing with us. And I was like, wow. I said, I'm actually having so much fun. I don't want to go home this time.
Don't make me
But it
go
was the
home.
warmth of the people that really struck me, because, as you know, and you've probably talked to other artists, it can be rough. Yeah. People sometimes will just kind of don't even bother with you, like Rick said, or they'll like it and they'll nod or they'll just. I've had people make fun of me on stage before. So having that warmth coming towards me is a feeling I'll never forget, and I'll probably be looking for it again at some point.
Yes,
at the next
definitely.
gig. Yeah.
If somebody harasses you, you give me a call. I'll take care of that situation.
I'm liking this.
I'll put a boot up somebody's butt. Oh boy. So, all right. I would like to hear another song. Can we do that?
Yep.
Perfect.
You want to do warmer weather?
Can do it.
Okay. Can do.
Let's hear it. Here we go, everybody. What's the name of this one?
Let's trade sides for a second, because you need the room for that.
Oh, no, I've been fine.
No.
I've been fine.
Well, I don't want to hit you with my guitar.
Our next song is called Musical Chairs.
Musical chair. Here we go. I'll grab my guitar too.
All right. Ready to roll.
All right.
Well, I'm going down to Florida. I'm going to Florida on the train. Well, I'm going down to Florida. I'm going down to Florida. going to California, California in a plane. Well, I'm going to California, I'm going to California. I'm looking for warmer weather where it's hot and it stays the same. It stays the same. I'm looking for the cold, well I'm not. Well, I've got to get away. I've got to get away. Well, I'm going to California, California in a plane. Well, I'm going to California, I'm going to California. I don't like the rain, I don't like the snow, I don't like the cold. Well, I've got to go to where it's hot with a nice breeze, warm weather. Well, I would be so pleased. Well, I'm going to Arizona, Arizona is high degrees. Well, I'm going to Arizona, Arizona is high degrees. Arizona and it's high degrees.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm loving that.
You get back
Oh,
over there.
man. I like that a lot.
Now he's making me come back over here.
There you go. Go ahead.
That's the great Canadian dream. Get somewhere warm until it gets warm, and then we can't stand it.
Right, right. That's a great song. It brought memories back for me when I took off to California with my guitar and just traveled to every damn state there was. Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
It kind of felt like it was my song. That's wonderful. Carla, Rick, I appreciate from the bottom of my heart you coming on the No Cover TV podcast today. I really thank you.
Well, thanks
And,
for having us,
thanks for
Al.
having
This
us.
has been so much fun.
Absolutely.
I
Wonderful.
appreciate it. And I'm always going to keep my eye on you. I want you back in 6 months or a year or so, see where you're at, new music and all that. If you ever need anything business-wise, you're part of the No Cover TV family, you can always get a hold of me, and I'll answer your questions if you have them.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Al. I appreciate that.
No problem. That's what I do. I've been doing it for 30 years. Stopped playing in 97, put that guitar down and said, screw off, everybody, and I'm doing this. So me and my bandmates at the end, it was cruel. We wanted to kill each other. So anyways, so what I wanted to ask you, future-wise, where do you want to see yourselves in 5 years? You going to try to get out of the Canada and maybe come to the States and try to do something, or travel around Canada?
Love to.
We would love to come. It's quite complicated from what I understand. So we've been doing some research and we're trying to find how we can go about that. And it's quite costly too. We have friends, well, not close friends, but a band here called the Hypochondriacs. I'll give them a little plug. They're amazing. Yeah. And they had to cancel their tour in the US because it just kept climbing from $4,000 to $5,000 to $6,000.
Wow.
So it was quite a racket to get in right now, but we are having our eyes. We would love to come down.
Well, Carla's one of her best friends, is from Texas, and she promotes and everything.
Yes,
so,
Sandra De La Parra.
Sandra De La Parra. So we'd love to go down and hang out with her for a while and get some gigs and play. So she's in Texas, she is.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of places in the U.S. for you to play, and if you come to Michigan, I'll hook you up too. So
awesome.
I love it.
Awesome. And
Yeah,
sorry for the Blackhawk shirt. I should have had Red Wings on here, maybe.
yeah, okay. I'm going to hold that against you for a minute. Then I'm done. And is that a Taylor guitar you're holding there, Carla?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I thought so. That's a beautiful guitar. Oh, look
Thank
at
you
that.
so much. Well, you got to see Rick's. This one's only 13 years old, I think. Look at
Rick's got a hollow body.
Yeah,
Look at that baby.
It's 44 years old. I've had that.
Oh, that is beautiful. Making me jealous. Oh my God. That's great. So everybody on Podcast Land, thank you for watching No Cover TV Podcast. Again, check out the past shows, future shows, especially today's show. Check out Carla Bonnell and Engage, and tell her one more time where they can find everybody, your music and everything about you guys.
The easiest place to find us is engagemakeitso.com. That's our webpage, and you can get a hold of us there.
Great. Awesome. I got to say one more shout out to our new sponsor, which I'm going to put right up here, is 616 Kebab Stop in Grand Rapids, Michigan, my hometown. So if you're ever here, you stop by the 616 Kebab Shop. They're going to hook you up, take care of you, just mention No Cover TV. Oh, yeah. And we're welcoming more sponsors on aboard No Cover TV. And then we're going to get the website up. There's a lot of things that we're going to be able to offer the artists because you deserve it. It's not about the money to us. It's about doing the right thing. Exactly.
Amen to that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Carla. Thank you. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to roll on out of here. Thank you, Carla. Rick, any last words? You got to say anything to anybody out there? Thank you or anything?
Yes, I want to thank Sandra De La Pera for sticking by me for the last 5, 6, 8 years. I can't even recall. I want to thank all of the media that come out and they do this for peanuts or sometimes nothing at all. Thanks for standing by us and trying to keep music alive. And thanks to the fans that contact us. We love talking to you. So don't feel like we won't talk to you if you contact. We'll respond.
There we go. Good deal. All right. Oh, thank you so much. All right, everybody. We're going to get out of here. So check out Carla Bonnell and Rick's Music and Engage. All right. So till next time, I'll talk to you soon, everybody. Peace.